Let's begin with a simple truth. Flamingos are weird, in the best way possible. They're pink. They bend their knees backwards, or so it seems. And yes, they often balance like yoga masters on one leg, while the other is tucked up like it's on vacation. It's not just one rogue bird showing off. Flamingos of all kinds do this. So the natural question is, why? In today's episode of The Story of Animals, we unravel a question that has puzzled zookeepers, scientists, and curious kids alike. Why do flamingos stand on one leg? To understand the logic behind this bizarre behavior, we have to think like a flamingo. Picture this. You're wading in chilly, swampy waters, your long legs half submerged, and you're trying to conserve energy. Standing on two legs doubles the surface area exposed to the cold water. But if you tuck one leg up, you cut that exposure in half. Aha! Heat conservation. Flamingos, despite their tropical appearance, often live in surprisingly chilly environments. From the Andes Mountains to salty African lakes, their habitats can get cold, especially at night or in high altitudes. By standing on one leg, they reduce heat loss through their limbs, which are particularly vulnerable since bird legs are not insulated by feathers. Think of it like sipping coffee through a metal straw in winter. It'll freeze your lips. Now, imagine having two metal straws for legs. You'd probably want to tuck one away too. Here's where things take a fun twist. You'd think standing on one leg would require more muscle power. But for flamingos, it actually takes less effort. Yes, less. Flamingos have a unique locking mechanism in their legs. When they lift one leg and balance on the other, the leg that remains on the ground locks into place, kind of like a built-in kickstand. This allows them to stand with minimal muscular effort, almost like they're resting. Researchers found that dead flamingos, dearly departed flamingos, could still stand upright on one leg without tipping over. That's how stable this posture is. Try doing that yourself. No, not the being dead part, the balancing. While it's true flamingos often sleep while standing on one leg, they also do it while awake, alert, and casually sipping water. So this isn't just about nap-time acrobatics. The one-legged stance is simply their go-to resting position. Unlike humans, who need a comfy chair and a footstool, flamingos have evolved to rest while vertical, half-submerged in water, on one leg, with zero complaints. That's efficiency. Let's bust a few myths while we're here. No, flamingos aren't practicing bird yoga. And no, it's not a mating dance. If it were, the entire population would be eternally single-legged and exhausted. Another fun myth, that they're just quirky and don't know what they're doing. But flamingos are highly social and coordinated birds. There's evolutionary intelligence behind their strange elegance. Interestingly, flamingos don't all stand on the same leg. It varies, left or right, depending on the bird. Some researchers even suggest flamingos may have a leg preference, like being left or right-handed. Imagine doing the hokey-pokey with a flock of flamingos. You'd need a scoreboard just to keep up. And while we're here, flamingos aren't born pink. Their famous color comes from the carotenoid pigments in the algae and shrimp they eat. A flamingo's diet literally colors its feathers. So, Not only are they fabulous at balancing, they also wear their food, stylish and resourceful. So, why don't other birds do it? That's a solid question. While some birds occasionally rest on one leg, think herons or storks, none do it as consistently or effortlessly as flamingos. The difference lies in that unique leg-locking joint and the sheer amount of time flamingos spend standing in water. Their entire physiology is designed for this. Long legs, wide webbed feet for mud walking, and ultra-efficient energy conservation mechanisms. In short, flamingos are specialists in weird and wonderful behavior. So, the next time you see a flamingo looking like it's doing a balancing act for fun, know that it's really just being smart, energy efficient, and comfortably stylish. Now, it's time to see how much you've learned from today's episode. We've got 3 fun trivia questions coming up. Ready? Let's start. Question 1. Why do flamingos often stand on one leg? The correct answer is C. To reduce heat loss through their legs. By tucking one leg up, flamingos limit the amount of body surface exposed to the cold water, conserving warmth efficiently. Let's try another question. Question 2. What helps flamingos stand on one leg with minimal effort? The correct answer is C. A leg-locking joint mechanism. Flamingos have a unique anatomical feature that allows their leg to lock in place, making the one-legged pose surprisingly effortless. Let's move on to the last question for this episode. Question 3. What is responsible for the pink color of flamingos? The correct answer is D. The carotenoids in their diet. Flamingos turn pink because of pigments in the shrimp and algae they eat. No food coloring required, just a natural diet makeover. Great job if you got all 3 questions correct. If not, you're still standing strong like a flamingo, on the path to becoming an animal expert. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.